Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kindergarten with Grandma or with Mrs. Nielsen. I am so glad that you've joined us today. How's everybody feeling? I know you're at home. I know sometimes it's hard to be there, but you are safe, you are warm, and always remember that you are so loved. Let's start our day with a song today. So it's called Good Morning. It's a good morning song. Maybe you can sing it with me. Good morning to Aubrey and Treowyn and Julia. Good morning to Emery, Ellery, and Gunnar. We are starting our day in a clapping way. Good morning to Lachlan, Jeremiah, and Lane. Good morning to Emma, Caden, and Jasmine. Good morning to Tristan, Rocco, and True. We are starting our day in a jumping way. Good morning to everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Good morning. Why don't we start our day with the calendar? Can everybody see that here? So we have some numbers in our calendar. Do you see that we have the month of April up at the top? I hope you can see that. And then we have some numbers. Let's count our numbers and add what we need. What is this number? Where do we start all the time? That's right, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes after 4? Boys and girls, do you know? Yes, a 5. Now we have some colors there. Do you see that they are yellow, yellow, blue? That's right. No, I didn't say enough yellows. Yellow, 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 blue. What comes after 4 again? Yes, 5. 5 is a yellow. So if 5 is a yellow in our pattern, what will come next? Yellow, 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 blue. Yellow, yes, yellow. And what comes after 5? That's right, a 6. Today is, so up here we have the words, today is April, Monday, the 6th. Let's say that again together. Today is Monday, April 6th. Very good. Can you sing the days of the week with me? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Very good. And we have some other pictures on our calendar. Does anyone know what the Star of David and a loaf of bread might be for? It represents Passover. And the Jewish people celebrated Passover. So that happens on, let's find out what number would go there. We have a 6 here, so let's start at 6 and count on. So what number comes after 6? Yes, 7, 8. That's right. Passover starts on the 8th of April this year. And then we have a beautiful Easter egg here, all decorated. What do you think that stands for? Yes, it represents Easter. And Easter is on a Sunday. Passover starts on a Wednesday. Easter is on a Sunday. Let's find out what number will be on Easter Sunday. So we know this is 6. Let's start at 6 and count on. 6. The number after 6 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. And if we keep counting on, so Easter's on 12, let's count on from 12 and find out what this is. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 is a special day too. It's called Earth Day. And on Earth Day, we celebrate taking care of the earth. It's our home. And if we all take care of it, it is a wonderful place to be. All right, let's move to our pocket chart. Can you see it here? I'll just go to the side. Maybe I'll go to this side. And let's read our words. Oh, that makes it a little dark. I like Aubrian and Treowin. I am Julia. These are the sight words we've used. I can see Emery, Ellery, and Gunnar. Good reading, boys and girls. I see Lachlan and Jeremiah. This is Lane. Good job. Now this one is a new word. It's R. R-U, Emma, and we can use that as a question. I can see Rocco. This is Jasmine. This is Tristan. You are Caden and True. Very good. Did you want to sing the birthday song all mixed up again? All right. I am going to put Aubrian's name in here, and let's do Treowin too. We'll do 2 names today, okay? So I will just stand over here and we will sing them. Happy to birthday you birthday to happy, dear birthday, happy Aubrian and Treowin, happy to you birthday. Is that a mixed up way to sing the birthday song? It is. Yes, it is. I have a poem here, and it's called, does anybody know that letter? Yes, that's an I. And this word is icicles. Icicles. We, now there's that new word again, are little icicles melting in the sun. Can you see our tiny teardrops falling one by one? Have you ever seen an icicle, boys and girls? We have had very cold weather, and when it's cold, it freezes. And sometimes water will melt on a day in the middle of the day, and then it will freeze in the nighttime when it's colder. And that can form icicles wherever it's dripping. If you're outside today, why don't you look and see if you can find some icicles? And if it's a warm day, they just might be melting and dropping little drops of water, which we could call teardrops, couldn't we? Because it's kind of like a teardrop. Let's try the poem again. Icicles. We are little icicles melting in the sun. Good reading. Can you see our tiny teardrops falling one by one? And there are some little, can you see these dots here? Let's try counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like teardrops, doesn't it? All falling. Very good. We have 4 seasons in our year. And does anyone remember what those seasons are called? Yes, they are winter, spring, summer, and fall. And do you know what season we're in right now? Do you remember? Yes, it's spring. It feels like winter some days, but it really is spring. I want to show you a picture. This is a picture of trees in the 4 different seasons. Could you make a guess as to which tree might be representing spring? Do you think you can find it? In the spring, we should have flowers on our tree, so that gives you a hint. Way down here, do you see this tree? It has pink flowers, and it says spring. Which one do you think is the winter tree? Because Yes, it's the one with no leaves at all. That's right. Because a winter tree, if it has not the porcupine needles or the spruce needles, but the leaves that are in different shapes, not like a needle, they lose all their leaves for the winter. So that is the winter tree. What do you think this tree is? You see the word there, fall. Yes, it's fall tree or autumn tree. And the leaves change color in the autumn, don't they? Or in the fall. That's right. And this tree then? Yes, that is the summer tree. So we have on this one, it goes summer, fall, winter, spring. And which season are we in right now? We are in spring. Very, very good. Now in every season, in winter and in spring and in summer and in fall, we have weather. Every day we have weather. And the weather can be hot or cold, but it also can be other things. Do you know what this word is? Can you see that? That is stormy. Yeah, is it stormy today? Is there lightning? I don't think so. Let's try this one. Snowy. Is it snowing out today? I hope not. How about this one? Windy. Yeah, you can make the wind. Is it windy today? And what's this one? This is my favorite. Sunny. Yes, that's sunny weather. We can have sunny weather in the winter, in the spring, in the summer, or in the fall. All those times. And this one is rainy. Is it raining out today? Yeah, that's that kind of weather. We usually don't get rain in the winter, but it can happen. And this one is hurricane. Yeah, that's a very swirly storm. I don't think we'll have that one. And this one is cloudy. Sometimes it is cloudy and the sun is behind clouds or it peeks out behind them. It can be partly sunny, partly cloudy, or all cloudy. And this one, do you know what that says? Fog. Fog. Yeah, that's when a cloud is sitting right near the ground. And it's like we're walking around in a cloud. That we call that fog. And that's a kind of weather too. Sometimes we have fog in the morning and then it goes away for the afternoon. I wonder what weather you like best. Can you guess what weather I like best? If you guessed sunny, you're right. Let's put that up in the pocket chart and read the top sentence. So we're going to put that here. I'm going to put that and word down there. And we're going to make a sentence here. And it says, I like sunny weather. Now that looks a little dark. If I stand on this side, maybe you can see it better. Can you? I like sunny weather. Boys and girls, we can put all of our weather words. I will give you all of them. I'll take a picture of them and I'll put it on the site. And then maybe your mom can photocopy it or just write the weather words out, and then you can put them around the house and then go find the weather words for a word search and write them on a piece of paper. That would be kind of fun to do, I think. All right, let's come over here, and I want you we talked about the Q letter, but I don't know if we've practiced writing a Q. So we're going to try that right now. So I have a picture here. Maybe I should come a little closer. Do you see this? These are 3 letters. Do you remember this one? Yes, P. And it reads P. Very good. And this one is, what comes after P? Q. Qu. Qu. That's the one we're going to try to write today. And this one is, yes, R. For Rocco and red and rabbit, rhinoceros, lots of things. And there's a rabbit there. Which of these pictures do you think goes with qua? Would it be peacock or quail? Yes, you're right. Qua. Q reads qua for quail. That is quite a quiet quail right there. Let's try writing a qua. So when we write a Q that reads qua, let's see if we can stand that up. We start, where do we start our letters? At the top. Where do we start our letters? At the top. Top to bottom, write a letter. We get better, better, better if we always start our letters at the top. So we start at the top, and it's kind of a Q is like an O. Only it has a line at the bottom that sticks out. That's a Q, and it reads qua. Little q, we start with our magic C at the top, and we go around to the ground or the bottom, and then we make a straight line down and a little line up. Qua. Uppercase Q, lowercase q reads qua, like quiet, quick, quail. Can you think of other words? Quite. Yes, quilt. Very good. Awesome. Okay, I want to read you a story that is about weather and about something that can happen after rainy weather. We've had stories about this man named Noah before, but we haven't read this one yet this year, so I would like to read it to you. Some years, can you see that picture? Maybe I'll hold it back here. Some years after God created the world, there lived a man named Noah. Noah and his family loved God, and because they loved God, they obeyed God. One day, God spoke to Noah about a coming flood. Many selfish people lived in the world then, and God wanted all the people to love and obey him. So, God told Noah he was sending a flood. God wanted Noah to preach to all the people and tell them that they should love God and they should obey him. God also told Noah that he was to build a boat, and he told him how to build this boat, big enough to hold 2 of every kind of animal in the world and all the people who would believe and obey God. Now, Noah had never seen rain or a flood. Certainly, Noah had never seen a boat as big as the one God wanted him to build. Can you imagine a flood big enough to cover the whole world? These were surprising things God told Noah. But Noah wasn't afraid. Oh no. Noah knew God loved him, and Noah knew God would take care of him. When Noah told his family what God wanted him to do, they said they would help because they wanted to obey God also. Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, helped Noah, and their wives helped Mrs. Noah. Just as God told him, Noah preached to all the people. Just as God told him, Noah built the boat called an ark. The Bible says Noah preached over 100 years. That's a long time. And while he preached, he built the ark. God was waiting for the selfish, wicked people to listen to Noah preach and change their hearts and begin loving God. But they didn't. They laughed at Noah. They called Noah names. Noah didn't care. He knew God would keep his promise. Noah knew God would take care of him and his family. When the time came, all the animals went into the ark. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives went into the ark. They knew God loved them. God waited 7 days to see if anyone else wanted to believe God and be saved. No one did. So God shut the door. At first, the little raindrops came. No one had ever seen rain before. Maybe it was exciting. Maybe it was frightening. Noah and his family weren't afraid. Then it began to rain harder and harder and harder. The sky became dark with storm clouds. Even when the thunder boomed and the lightning cracked, Noah wasn't afraid. God had promised that he would take care of him. And God did. Even though it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and even though the flood covered all the earth, and even though it was a year before Noah and his family left the ark, God took care of them. What kind of weather do you see in this picture? Yeah, stormy. There's lightning there. Afterwards, God put a beautiful rainbow in the sky and wrote the story in the Bible for us to read. God promised he would never again send such a flood. God placed the story in the Bible so we would always remember to love and obey and believe him. God wanted us to remember that he takes care of people who trust him. Now I want to ask you some questions to see what you remember of the story. So the first question I want to ask you is, why did God send a flood? Do you remember? Were the people good and kind and loving others? No, they were selfish and wicked. They hurt others. What did God tell Noah to build? That's right, an ark, a big boat. What did the people do when God preached? Or not when God preached, when Noah preached. Sorry, I made a mistake. Yes, they laughed at him. They made fun of him. They did not listen to him. And for how many years did Noah preach and build the ark? Do you know how long it took him? Remember that big number? 100 years, yes. And how long did it rain? 40 days and 40 nights, that's right. And what did God put in the sky after the flood? Do you remember? Yes, a rainbow. Would you like to try to draw a rainbow? You could draw it in the front of your agenda, just after the clear pocket there, or you could draw it on one of the pages in your agenda. And I am going to move the camera, and then if you want, I can show you how to draw a rainbow. But I think lots of you already know. But let's take this out, and I'm going to move it over here where you can see my desk. All right. I have a piece of paper here, and when I draw a rainbow, I will sometimes make a great big round arc like that. Do you see that? Or you can just start by using markers. Now, lots of people start with red. Some people start in the other direction with purple. I think I am going to choose to start. Let's take a look and see how they started in this picture. What did they put there? Red on the outside biggest one. So I'm going to do that too. So I am going to make my red be way up at the top and way down at the bottom. And I'm going to put a couple of them on there. Make it just a little thicker because I think more color is prettier. What do you think? Okay, you see that big ring? Now, what color comes after red in a rainbow? Do you know? Yes, orange. So we're going to make an orange one underneath the red one. So we'll draw an orange line all the way around. I love to see rainbows in the sky. They're so cheery. They make me happy. And they remind me that God keeps his promises. He'll never flood the earth again with a whole big flood. And he will take care of us no matter what things are like. No matter if you have to stay at home with your mums and dads and you can't go to school right now, He will take care of us. And after orange comes, do you remember? Yes, yellow. So let's do a yellow. Oh, that's looking pretty good. How's yours looking? Maybe you're still trying to run around and get some markers. And I should have waited for you. But you know what? After the video's over, you can keep working on your picture. What do you think? Can you see that yellow? Red, orange, yellow. Do you know what comes next? Green. Very good. Yes, green comes next. So let's make a green roundy part. I'm going to make it fatter up at the top. I like green. Green's a very spring color, isn't it? Plants are green. Trees are green. Maybe you're wearing green clothes today. And after green, do you know what comes next? Yeah, blue. Or maybe you're wearing blue today. I'm going to make a blue roundy part. Around the curve I go. Is it okay if we make mistakes? Yes, it is. I make lots of mistakes, and it's okay because that's how we learn, by making mistakes. So if we don't put colors in the right way, it's all right. If we make it differently, we're just being creative, and we can do that. So after blue, what color comes next? Purple, yes. We're going to put a purple here. I didn't leave enough room to make some clouds at the bottom of my rainbow. I like to do that sometimes. But that's okay if I forgot. Maybe you'll want to leave space at the bottom of your page to draw a cloud in here. Yeah, so there's a rainbow. I hope you will make a rainbow. And if you want, you could take a picture of it and you could show me on the comments. It was so nice being with you today, boys and girls. Remember, God loves you. Your parents, your family love you. I love you. You are very, very precious. Go out and have a wonderful day and be kind to others. Goodbye.